The Dyatlov Pass Incident, an in-depth historical analysis. Introduction. The Dyatlov Pass Incident remains one of the most perplexing and chilling mysteries of the 20th century. The event, which occurred in the Ural Mountains of Soviet Russia in 1959, resulted in the deaths of 9 experienced hikers under inexplicable circumstances. Despite numerous investigations, the case continues to inspire debate, speculation, and theories ranging from natural disasters to government cover-ups and paranormal explanations. However, to truly understand the Dyatlov Pass incident, one must not only examine the events of 1959, but also explore the history of the region, its geographical and cultural significance, and the broader context of Soviet-era expeditions. This article will delve into the ancient past of the Ural Mountains, the indigenous Mansi people, and the historical significance of the area, before dissecting the details of the tragedy and its numerous theories. Chapter 1. The Ancient History of the Ural Mountains. Early geological formation. The Ural Mountains, stretching approximately 2,500 kilometers from the Arctic Ocean to Kazakhstan, are among the oldest mountain ranges on Earth. Estimated to have formed around 250 to 300 million years ago, these mountains have played a crucial role in the cultural and economic development of Russia. They are rich in mineral deposits and have long served as a natural boundary between Europe and Asia. Indigenous inhabitants. The Mansi people. The Mansi people, an indigenous Finno-Ugric group, have lived in the Ural region for thousands of years. Their legends and folklore often speak of mystical and sacred elements within the mountains. The Mansi regarded certain areas, including what is now known as Dyatlov Pass, as cursed or spiritually dangerous. The name Kholit Syakhl, meaning dead mountain, in the Mansi language, is a stark reminder of this belief. Chapter 2. Soviet-era expeditions and the age of exploration. The Soviet push for exploration. During the mid-20th century, the Soviet Union heavily encouraged scientific and physical exploration. Universities and sports clubs promoted extreme expeditions to test human endurance in harsh environments. Many of these treks took place in remote areas like the Ural Mountains. The Ural Polytechnic Institute expedition. The ill-fated Dyatlov expedition was led by Igor Dyatlov, a 23-year-old engineering student from the Ural Polytechnic Institute. He and his team, composed of experienced hikers, planned a challenging route through the mountains in the midst of the Soviet winter. Little did they know that this journey would end in a tragic mystery that would baffle the world for decades. Chapter 3. The Incident. Departure and Initial Journey. The group set off from Ekaterinburg, then known as Sverdlovsk, on January 23, 1959. They traveled by train, bus, and truck before beginning their trek toward Otorten Mountain. On January 31st, they reached the foot of Kholit Syakhl and set up a base camp. The fatal night, February 1st to 2nd, 1959. The hikers set up their final campsite on an exposed slope rather than a more sheltered valley, a decision that would later puzzle investigators. That night, something compelled the hikers to cut open their tent from the inside and flee into the freezing night without proper clothing or shoes. Their bodies were later found scattered around the campsite, exhibiting bizarre injuries and signs of extreme distress. Chapter 4. The Investigation and Findings. Initial discoveries. The first bodies were discovered in February and March 1959. Some had died of hypothermia, while others had suffered traumatic injuries, including skull fractures and broken ribs. One victim had a missing tongue. Investigators found traces of radiation on some of the clothing, further deepening the mystery. Official Soviet explanation. The Soviet government concluded that the deaths were due to an unknown compelling force, an ambiguous statement that fueled speculation. The case was closed and documents were classified, leading to decades of conspiracy theories. Chapter 5. Theories and Explanations. 1. Natural theories. Avalanche hypothesis. A sudden snowslide may have forced the hikers to flee their tent, leading to fatal injuries. Katabatic wind. This powerful wind phenomenon could have caused hypothermia and panic. Paradoxical undressing, a condition where hypothermic individuals remove their clothing due to disorientation. 2. Military and government theories. Secret weapons testing. Some believe the group was caught in a Soviet military experiment involving radiation or weapons testing. KGB involvement. The idea that some hikers were Soviet agents on a covert mission gone wrong. 3. Paranormal and cryptid theories. Yeti attack. Some theorists suggest a cryptid creature attacked the group. UFOs. Reports of mysterious orbs in the sky have led to speculation about extraterrestrial involvement. Conclusion. Despite numerous investigations, no single explanation fully accounts for all the evidence in the Dyatlov Pass incident. Whether caused by natural forces, human error, military activity, or something more sinister, the mystery endures. The case remains an unsettling reminder of the power of nature and the limits of human understanding. More than 6 decades later, researchers and enthusiasts continue to seek the truth, hoping to unravel one of history's greatest unsolved enigmas.